So I have something special, unique for us choosing ones today. This is something that you need to know. This is something you as a choosing, you need to be aware of. That there are indeed starving themselves because they thought you can't do without them. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that many of you as a choosing, you need to be aware, you need to know today, that you have a lot of people in your life, either now or in the past, whom their thought is always you can never be able to do without them. You can never be able, to excel, succeed without them. But today, many of them are now angry because the life you are living it without them, bro. You are now succeeding without them. And this is why they are now really, really so upset. Because let's just be real with us. You know that indeed, there are people who have worked on you. They have marked you. They have did all kinds of things. Because the position where you are, maybe where they are, maybe you do used to get advice from them. They do used to motivate you. They do used to coach you. You do used to take like word from them, encouragement, or they do used to help you with one thing to another. And with that, they conclude you can never be able to do without them. With that, they finalize it will never be easy for you to do without them. Now, many of them are now coming to realize that it's not as they thought. That is not what they are saying. So they are now fully coming to a point of realizing. So you have a lot of people who believe is that it will not be easy for you, like to succeed, excel without them. But trust me, it shocked them how you are even doing better than you ought to do. Because now many of them have now finally come to discover that they are the obstacles that have been withdrawing you back to where you ought to be. And this is why you as an individual, as a choosing, you have to understand that you are too blessed to settle for less. You know what I'm saying? So you have a lot of people who their mindset, their thoughts, their everything within them is you can never be able to do or to do without them. But many of them now are no longer finding it funny, because where and what you are doing is something so marvelous, bro. Because trust me, in life you must surely meet them, or you have met them. You must surely encounter them, or you have already, encountered them. These are people who will tell you, you will never be able to do without us, because they feel that they own your life. Trust me, there are people who believe that they own your life, they own your prosperity, they own your what? Everything within you, they owned it. So without them, it will never be possible for you. Without them, it will never be easy for you. Sometimes it may sound funny, but there are people who have this, territorial spirit that without them you cannot go far. Without them, without us, let's see how you will be able to do it. Let's see how you will be able to excel. Let's see what you will be able to amount for. But what shocked them is that you are not even in a competition, or trying to be like them, or trying to work like them, or trying to excel like them. And this is why most of people are seriously angry. This is why most of people out there are seriously so depressed. Because they can see the fruit you are bearing without them. They can see how your life is becoming without them. I do used to have a lot of them. This is why sometimes some people will tell you you can never be able to see a job like our own. You will never be able to see a job that is so productive, that is so amazing, that is so many things you need to understand. Because we have a lot of people who are indeed a loser, but thinking that they are a winner. And I do used to tell people, be careful of people who are so proud, because the end of them is always near. Be careful with people who are always proud of everything they have, because their end is only doom. So this is what you should understand, that there are indeed a lot of people who are seriously so depressed, because they keep seeing you doing what they thought you will never be able to do without them. Remain blessed.